Kongres može da počne svojim delom, regularnim tokom. Hvala vam lepo da ste tu i hvala vam lepo da ste došli u Beograd i hvala vam lepo da ste došli u Republiku Srbiju.
Stanković, authorities of Belgrade and of Serbia, ladies and gentlemen, dear delegates, I want to thank you again to receive me here in your Congress. I'm very happy to be here. I always say I'm very happy because when I'm among my friends, our friends, we are all friends of the motorcycle sport, I feel really good. I had the opportunity to talk to some of you about the sport matters, what is our big concern, and it's helped me to understand always better and better what we are living in, especially in Europe. I know that you had a very tough Congress, as usual. You have a lot of matter to deal with, and I'm happy also that you are here and you are working in favor of the motorcycle sport. At the moment, it's all from my side. I would like to thank you. I wish you a very good General Assembly and a very good end of this Congress. Thank you very much indeed.
I am very satisfied for this Congress, and it find the organization was very good. One of the best of our 17 Congress. Belgrade was, can say, the first time because it was not that time, but only one day. And sorry, I had no possibility to visit all the town, but what I saw is very interesting because it's, in Italy we know that Belgrade is one of the best town in Europe. The next year our duty is to increase, develop the sport in Europe, especially in some countries where we have to work a bit harder to arrive, also to reach the results, the same results that we already reached in other countries. In this Balkan zone, region is very important because in the last 10 years we had many progresses. And me and everybody that attended the Congress could see in these days that Serbia is potential, a big potential to develop this sport, especially because its dirigent, its people there leading the federation are very enthusiastic people and very people they are able to, because this Congress is one of the best Congress in the organization. And if they can organize a Congress, they can organize everything. I know that the president of the Balkan area was here to visit, to inspection like some, and one road racing circuit and one on the motocross. He was very satisfied, and I believe that in the next years you can start with some events every year more important.
I think that the result coming out from this Congress is very good. We had a very warm hospitality for which I thank the President Dragan Stanković. Very good organization with the big work of the Secretary Mr. Daniel Bastag, and we had 33 countries participating and over 2,200 people attending to the Congress. I think that is the best result until this moment.
First, I'm really happy, to be in Belgrade here. This is my first time. I really enjoy this beautiful country and the beautiful people that they receive us, and with the warm welcoming. So we are very glad to come from far away from Qatar to here to meet all our friends here. And I would like, in this moment to thank the National Federation here in Serbia about, the hosting the European, Congress. And we are very glad to see the friends here, to build a relationship together and to exchange, business and to gain experience, because Europe is one of the important continental, for motorcycle culture and for the business. And we are, from Qatar, we are really hoping in the future to have more business together, and in this moment I would like to thank also Mr. Inzo Matsi, the President of the European Union, about this invitation, and this is really my honor, to be here and between all of this beautiful group, and to see this diplomatic and democratic, meetings that they have, and to see their passion and to really to share together as an international family of motorcycle a nice enjoyment, for our beautiful motorcycle culture. So I'm really glad to be here and to have more visit in the future.
Prvi put od 1921. godine do 2012. da je Evropska moto unija ili Svetska moto unija organizovala jedan kongres kod nas u Srbiji, u Beogradu. Znači 250 delegata, 250 gostiju, 47 zemalja Evrope. Danas generalna skupština u hotelu Hyatt i večeras jedno lepo raspoloženje ovdje kod Novaka Đokovića u restoranu. Znači sve je proteklo u najboljem redu za nas, u vrlo uspešnim razgovorima za sljedeću sezonu. Tako da naš Moto Savez može da računa na veliku podršku Evropske moto unije u narednom periodu. Posebno zahvalnost Ministarstvu omladine i sporta Republike Srbije za kompletan doprinos u realizaciji svih takmičenja u 2012. godini i Gradskom sekretarijatu za sport, odnosno Gradskom sekretarijatu za saobraćaj koji nam je pomogao u realizaciji programa bezbednosti motociklista u saobraćaju.